Gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I'm your host, Sean C. It is good to be back, gents. Good to be back. Tonight, okay, we're going to expose some contradictions. We're going to expose some double standards that I feel are really out there and prevalent. And it's one of the few road bumps. Obviously, we're not going to expose all the contradictions, but we got a few tonight that I want to talk about. I feel that a few of these contradictions are road bumps to us being able to have the discord we need when it comes to dating and relationships, modern dating relationships. Okay, so tonight I actually chose a few topics of discussion that I'm gonna build this conversation around. Now, you all may have maybe keeping up with what's going on with Cassie and Diddy in court. I'll be honest, I haven't fully kept up with it. I do have a few clips that I want to talk about discussing Cassie and you know, whatever. Now, we'll get into that when we get there. The other thing that I want to that we're going to go through tonight, right, is we're going to go through. There was a podcaster recently that basically said that if, you know, there are bad guys out there, there are dudes out there who, you know, are treating women wrong and doing the wrong things, then we as men are supposed, or if you're doing the right thing as a man, then it's your fault. Okay, so we're going to talk about that briefly. All right. Travis Hunter, right? We did a live stream on Travis Hunter, this young man that went to Colorado University, and then he wound up getting drafted by, damn it, who did he get drafted by? Was it the Giants? Was it the Jaguars? I can't remember. No, it wasn't the Jaguars. It was like the Giants or something, okay? Then he got drafted by the Giants. So he just got a big payday. Well, the woman that we had questions about, okay? The woman that we said that this young man needs to get rid of, right? He decided to marry this woman with no prenuptial agreement. Yes, that is right. So we're going to briefly talk about that. And then our last couple of videos that we're going to talk about tonight, we're going to deal with some crap that, like, you know, crap for Shannon Sharpe that he got from a woman named Bella, okay? And how she didn't like the fact that he's an older man talking to younger women. And I'm going to contrast that with another video. I'm going to contrast. Was it the Jaguars? My bad, bro. It was the Jaguars. All right, my bad. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to contrast that. So that's kind of where we're going tonight, okay? Thank you all for being here. I cannot do this without you guys. I'm going to tell you right now, you know, you all are my gents. I'm talking about my day ones. Y'all are supporting the channel, okay? You all are watching the videos. But no matter if y'all like the videos or not, YouTube is not pushing my videos out past a certain point. Like, my videos will start doing well. My videos will have good metrics, but it just dies after a certain amount of views. And that just tells me right now, I don't know what's going on. But I thank each and every one of you guys who decided that you're going to spend your Wednesday evening with me. I don't know how long we're going to be here tonight. I honestly, I have a lot more work to do. There's a video that I want to get out for you guys either tomorrow. I want to try to get it out tomorrow, but definitely by Friday, where we're going to look backwards. You all may have seen a clip of this, but we're going to look backwards at a video from the past showing we're in the same goddamn place. And so I've been trying to take this conversation to different places, but nobody want to hear that shit. But we're at the same place. And so we're going to talk about that in that next video. And I have a bunch of supporting clips to back my point. Y'all know how I do with these video clips. Y'all know how I do. Well, we're going to get to it. All right. So I'm going to get to the gents here. This is where I look through and see who we got. First of all, let me get to my super chat. Shout out to Kings and Dreams, right? Make sure y'all go over to this brother's channel, support his channel, watch his channel, subscribe to his channel, Okay, brother K and D is doing good things over there, and Jaguars. Thank you very much for that. I'm getting to the point where I'm getting to the point where I don't want to even watch football. Actually, I really have been pulling back on football a lot. So let's get to the first comment. We got Preston and I say, yo, brother Sean C, big dog homie in the uncut New World City. Peace. Preston, thank you for being here this evening. I appreciate you. All right. Delta Alpha, he said, hey, loved one. Man, listen, big fam, I've been trying to get back with you, bro. I don't know what your schedule be like, bro. And mine been crazy too. We do need to catch up. If y'all don't know, this is Big Bro. Okay, let me holler at y'all about Big Bro real quick. Okay, this is Big Bro here. When I need to holler at somebody, when I need to vent, when I need a shoulder to talk to. All right. That's the brother I go to. Okay, that's Big Bro there. That's me and him chop it up, right? We keep each other accountable. All right. You got to have somebody in your life that keep you accountable and you keep them accountable. All right. If you don't, I'm not saying go out and just try to shake hands and make friends. I'm just saying I'm blessed enough to say that I have people like that in my life. That makes me more blessed than anything going out here, right? So if you got that, man, value it. Take care of it. Shout out to our boss. Let's go, Jen. Salute to the chat. Our boss, man, great to see you. Person says, awesome T-shirt, big brother, homie. Oh, yeah. I wore this specifically for tonight's live stream because it go with the glasses. Everybody salute to each other. He seriously needs a reality check. Which one? Oh, yeah, Travis Hunter. Yeah. Young Hasbre. Great to see you here. What up, Sean and the gents? Yep, great to have you here, brother. Everybody says salute. Delta Alpha says, let me be crystal clear. I have never liked Sean Buffett Combs, but he is obviously being targeted. You know what's funny about that? You know what's funny? Big fam, I have been collecting video clips. And I don't have enough right now to make a video with, but I have been collecting video clips to show that I believe, and we already know this, but I have the clips where I want to put together a video showing how certain people get targeted. If they don't fall in line or they're getting too close to something, they've all been targeted. Now, you may not like them or not. You may disagree with their personal lives. You may not like their politics, their religion. I'm just saying that there is a pattern of when we get to a certain point, we get targeted. And this is the thing that Cat Williams was trying to talk about. Jaguars. Miss Karina, thank you so much for being here. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Did I have another super chat? K and D got me another one. Not watching football, bring bro back to the NO. Hey, I watch football. I just don't watch it the way I used to, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. Donald Wesley, man, thank you for being here. Donald, I appreciate you. All respect to Mr. Sean C. and the true gents on code. No nonsense. I appreciate that, Donald. Hey, man, you've been active in my comment section. Thank you very much because all of that helps the algorithm. The algorithm who seemingly is trying to suppress your boy for putting out what I got to put out, bro. And bro, it's getting bad out here in these streets to the point that I'm watching videos on other people talking about things going on with them in the algorithm just because I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. You know what I mean? If anything, I think the content is actually getting deeper, it's getting better. The numbers support it. Why am I being held at a shelf? Now, this ain't the first time this has happened to me, so I'm not going to trip, I'm not going to panic. I'm going to keep putting out the content, and I'm going to let the content do the work, right? Even if the boy has no prenup, he can make a trust and put everything in his mama name. That's smart. But guess what? He's not going to do it, fam. Fam, he's not going to do it. It's time for a podcast. Yeah, it is. It is. The only thing is I don't have time. You know what I mean? I just ain't got time. Respect to all in the chat. Yep. Shout out to King. Somebody need to adopt Travis. You know what? Let me say something real quick. Before we get on Travis, I want to say this in the beginning while we still have everybody here, because the Travis stuff is going to come a little bit later. I read this. Now, please tell me in the chat if I'm wrong about this, okay? Tell me in the chat if I'm wrong. Did Travis Hunter make a quote that he ain't really got no family like that? Like he don't have a lot of family? Just tell me, am I wrong? Is something up with his family situation that I don't know about, where he don't feel close to his family, or he don't have family like that? Am I tripping, or was that just a misquote, or somebody making up false quotes? Because I just want to make sure I'm real. Again, KD with another $2 holler. Not watching for. Okay, let me get you up on the tickler there, KD. You are tonight's first sponsor, and I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you. What the hell? There we go. I'm just going to put you down for a $5 holiday. I appreciate you. All right. And then I'm going to put in quotations, first sponsor. Should have been doing that. Highlight who the first sponsor is. All right. That's a good idea. I'll probably start doing that more often. All right, here we go. We've got the tickler back up. I'm going to catch a few more comments, and I got some clips for y'all. Oh, young Hasbre. Jesus, I didn't even see that. Glad I could catch the live today. Salute, Brother Sean. Young Hasbre, man, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, man. It's for real. I really appreciate the $20 holler. Let me go ahead and catch this one. Travis Hunter needs to be RP'd, and he'll be fine. Yeah, but the problem is, that's the thing, K&D. People been trying to RP him, but he ain't trying to hear it because he in love. Come on, man. Let's be honest, okay? Let's give the brother a little slack. All right. when you look like the male version of Wanda from In Living Color, all right, you only got so many options, okay? When you get a pretty girl come across you that you think love you, that you feel like you vibing with, man, think about people try to tell you, man, leave that girl alone, man, leave that girl. But you in love, man. And if he really don't feel like he got nobody, he gonna attach to the person that's there. Again, we all talked about this on that last live. That's not why I'm going through to this today, okay? The videos that I have today are all linked. There's an all link of ideas, and we're going to get there today. But let me go ahead and update this. Let me go ahead and update my, because I want to make sure I get everybody. I really appreciate the help, y'all. Like I said, YouTube try to hold a brother back, but they can't. They can't because I've been doing this. Oh, I don't know if y'all know, man. Let me tell y'all. This is the first live stream that we've done in June, right? First live stream we've done in June. June makes my 5th year doing YouTube. So yes. What am I doing? Sean is messing up over here. Like I'm some old boomer or something. I don't know how to operate a goddamn keyboard, man. Shout out to my boomers, though. Shout out to my boomers, man. I love you. Let's see what we got here. All right, I'm gonna catch a few more comments, and I got a video clip for you guys. Let me let's see. What am I missing? One more from K&D. He has to go through pain though. Yep, he's all smiles right now. Of course, absolutely. Shout out to Young Hasbre. He says 5 years. Yeah, man, there's been some ups and downs in these 5 years. And, honestly, I didn't know what I was doing. A lot of people start this. They don't know what they're doing, man. And I have gone through multiple iterations of this channel, man. And they just wasn't working, and it wasn't until about 2022 when I did my video. K&D, you might remember this because we talked about this. But I did a video at the beginning of the year in 2022, and it was about Zoom to Thailand. Shout out to my brother Richie Mack out there. I haven't spoke to him in a minute, but shout out to Richie Mack. So I did a video because everybody was coming at Richie Mack being in Thailand, living his best life. And I was sitting here like, yo, why is everybody hating? I mean, this dude, this dude lived a portion of his life. He want to be out there doing his thing. Let him be happy, man. Why are people hating on this? So I did that video. That video blew up, and it actually chain reaction. 18 days after I put out that video, I was at 1,000 subs. Okay, and now I'm going backwards. I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm gonna roll out. Congratulations on 5 years. Next month I'll be on full. Okay, shout out, man. Sounds good, bro. We need to catch up at some point. I know you be busy on Wednesdays, and I want to get you up on the channel one of these times so we can talk about some stuff. All right. So one of these times I'm gonna get K and D up here. We've been trying to work on this, but our schedules are kind of crisscross right now. Oh man, God. Okay, you saying a bunch of stuff I don't know what to say. Oh, escape the matrix and free your mind. Shout out to you, brother. Great seeing you here, brother. Always. Donald says, Mr. Garrett, yes, sir. Been hunted since day one. I learned what an on-code black man is after being born. Called crazy for not being the deformed norm. Yep, you're right about that, man. Mage says, if Travis Hunter was a 9 to 5, would he look at him twice? Hell no. And that's what you was talking about there, Donald. That dude's gotta be the dumbest ninjas in the world, because how can everyone be saying the same thing and you can't take a minute to look into it? I agree with you, our boss. I totally agree. We're gonna get there, man. We're gonna get there. Let's but Dion should have told him the game. Dion probably did tell him the game, man. But these big fam, there's a whole thing out there, and that's why we talked last week when we're doing the we did a live stream where we just did the jam session. And in our jam session, we was talking about young men not respecting older men no more. And we're gonna go deeper in that subject. That subject didn't do the best, but we still need to talk about it. I'm probably gonna make a video next time. My next one is gonna be a video. Okay. But you have these young men that they don't respect what we telling them. And that doesn't negate the fact that we're gonna tell them what we gotta tell them. But I'm just saying these young dudes ain't listening. Okay. Garrett, thank you for being here. If you're of the truth mindset, prepare to be hunted. These are facts right here. This is facts right here. And, you know, it's funny, Garrett, because I knew this was a possibility. I didn't think of a matter of if, but when. And it just seems like everything is happening all at the same time. But like one person told me, like one of my brothers told me, he said, if that stuff happening to you, then you on your way to a breakthrough. You on your way to something bigger. Just keep going, you know. And I gotta respect that. Cassie is with Diddy for the money. Yep, we're gonna talk about that. I don't want to get too deep. She could have left at any time, but she stayed to deal with his freakiness. We're gonna talk about that. Okay. Dang, I'm trying to send $20 holla super chat. It ain't letting me do. YouTube hating. Oh, I think you already sent it. Thank you. All right. I need to get to these clips. I got something for y'all real quick, okay? Now, this is throwback. This is going to be throwback to all my older gents out there, okay? Throwback to all my old gents, all right? Y'all ready for this? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all wind up hearing this. Let me catch what my brother said real quick. That happens, but only when these kids are short bus or they were only around females their whole life. That's the thing. Big fam, they're around the females, right? The women. I heard something today before we move on to this clip. I heard something today. It was the craziest thing. It was on Manosphere Highlights Daily. Shout out to that brother and his channel. Manosphere Highlight Daily. I think it was that channel. Anyway, I saw they asked a bunch of women, do they need men? And of course, in this group, so no, do they need men to effectively raise a child? And those women all said no. And even though the statistics might say otherwise, all those women said no. With that type of mindset, it's no wonder that our young men are confused. Shout out to you, Slick Bronx, raised by a girl. Yeah. Of course, YouTube sucks donkey balls, hater crashed into drama's walls. Oh, okay. Let's get to this clip. All right, these first two clips have nothing to do with tonight's live stream. It's just some throwback and some funny stuff that I just want to get this thing kicked off. I wanted to get a few more people in here. Now that we got more people in here, check this out. I got something for you. Right? Dennis Watson, shout out to you. You said, good evening, bro. Good evening to you too, man. Thank you for being here. Check this out, y'all. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear this.
Let's shake them up together.
Shake them up? What's that?
It's a great new taste of ice-cold Thunderbird with grapefruit juice. Just pour the juice in the bottle and...
Shake 'em up, shake 'em up. Thunderbird and grapefruit juice. Shake 'em up.
That's a shake 'em up.
Wow, totally together.
Thunderbird and grapefruit juice. Shake 'em up.
Now you get some.
Thunderbird and grapefruit juice. Shake 'em up.
Yo. Man. Oh man, Thunderbird and grapefruit juice is a shake 'em up, man. I thought I sent you this. I don't know where I don't know. I think I got it from King. I might have got it from King. Who knows, man? Shake 'em up, Thunderbird. That good thunder chicken. Yeah, man. Listen, I was a bartender, and I will tell you, I've never had Thunderbird. And let me tell you, I'll be honest, I don't even know what Thunderbird is no more. Like, I know what it is. Obviously, I grew up seeing people have it in the brown paper bags in the hood. But at this point, I ain't thought about Thunderbird in so long, other than laughing at it. I don't even know what type of liquor it is. I don't know if it's like a whiskey. I don't know if it's a gin. I don't know what the hell Thunderbird is. Anybody put that in the chat? Put in the chat what Thunder Chicken is. I just know it might as well be bilge water. It might as well be toilet water. It might as well be that stuff that they made in the movie Life with some potato skins. I have no clue what Thunderbird is anymore. What type of spirit? It's cheap wine. Okay. It's been a long, shitty cheap wine. Okay. It's been so long since we talked about Thunder Chicken. I forgot what it was. Like, I know what Thunderbird is. Again, I seen it in the hood where the dudes have the brown paper bags around it, right? I didn't see drunk people off of Thunder Chicken, but who would know they was winos? They was they was winos the whole goddamn time. Yo, oh man, good no. There you go. Thunderbird is an old drink. Come on. Oh, hey, Passport Life, shout out to you. He said that was a fit woman. Let's look at that. I'm gonna run it back one more time. Just so, because I was laughing so hard, I didn't really watch the whole commercial. Let's see what it say, Key.
Let's shake them up together.
Shake them up? What's that?
It's a great new taste of ice-cold Thunderbird with grapefruit juice. Just pour the juice in the bottle and...
Shake 'em up, shake 'em up. Thunderbird and grapefruit juice. Shake 'em up.
That's a shake 'em up.
Wow, totally together.
Thunderbird and grapefruit juice. Shake 'em up.
Now you get some.
Thunderbird and grapefruit juice. Shake 'em up.
Thunder Chicken, Boone's Farm, White Front. Tajay says she got the bakery on her. Yeah. Mad Dog 2020. Man, look, now I've had some Mad Dog 2020. Man, you know, Mad Dog 2020 is like booze and sugar. Like, that shit is so sweet. Dating in America is like navigating a toxic wasteland. That's right. I'm always jealous, man. You out there living your best life overseas there, bro. Yeah, back in the 70s, there was no fat bodies. One of the all-time greats. Shout out to Slick Bronx, man. All right, I got another one. Okay, I got another one. Y'all ready for this next video? Now, this has nothing to do with Thunderbird. This was something, I think I got this from King. I think he sent it to me or something like that. We'll see. Here we go. This shit made me laugh. I was dying laughing.
We love you, big baby. We love you. Oh! Take a look. Whoa!
gonna play it twice. Oh.
Man, I love my brother, y'all. Love you, big baby. Love you. Oh! Get the fuck!
Oh man. Oh, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I am so sorry. It's the Undertaker music for me. It gotta be fake. Oh, 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 hold on. I just need to compose myself for a second. Oh, I'm crying laughing. I'm sorry I laughed that hard at that. I purposely didn't watch I watched it quickly. I cut it off. I said, that's making the video. Oh my God. Oh, 6 men to carry the casket, 1 woman to put them in the grave. Oh my God. Shout out to XL Pro, man. Shout out to you. The person says, if anything, dating is 10 hells of delusional pookalicious carousel. Right on. And then Donald says, don't trip. Keep the ship on course. We need you as a source. Yeah, I'm not going nowhere. They can't stop me, bro. They can't stop me. Shout out to Jamie. He said Cisco liquid crack. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Russian and UK girls better than American girls. Man, look. And black people's weird as shit because we ate soul food. All right, you about to jump on that one, huh? That drink was awesome too. Instead, shake up the bedroom. Shout out to Terry. He said, I'm here, TSG. Salute to the brothers. Terry, we're great to have you here. All right. We got a couple more. Hold on real quick. I already read that one. Ty laughed. Soul food is my favorite. Real authentic soul food. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Hit that like button. Thank you very much. Make sure y'all hit that like button. As I told y'all, YouTube is tripping right now. So anything we can do to get more people in this chat, more exposure to this channel will help. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I've been at 47,000 subscribers forever. And you know why? Once something happened, I'm telling you, views went down, subs went down. And then when I put out, remember that video I put out, y'all? I put out that video about, I'm going to leave this on the screen. I put out that video about older men and younger women and women have a problem with that and all that. That video did like 10, 11,000. Tell me why they limited the money, they limited monetization on that video. And then the video just stayed right there. It didn't go up anymore. It's like if your video doing too well, they limit it and then they find a reason not to pay you for it. And I think I know what got it. Limited. But I didn't think nothing was wrong with that. I wasn't trying to promote. It was when I had the OnlyFans girls and the girl in there talking to the older dude. I wasn't trying to promote her being OF, right? I was just had her on there to prove that you got these older men who are tricking their money off to these girls now. That was the only point that I put in the video. So it's crazy, man. They trying to hold a brother back. We had Black Planet before all these white-owned platforms. Black Planet, man, Black Planet was the, man, you only catch me in spaces where brothers speak the truth and no parent are glad to be here. Terry, we're glad to have you here, man. Look, at our age, there ain't no reason to pander. With everything going on, there ain't no reason to pander about anything, man. We may not always agree on the same things, but at least we being real with each other. And that's kind of where we need to get this space back to, or at least have to be able to be in a space where we can have varying opinions and still talk through this thing. Because I think we all want the same goal, but we can't do that without truth. And that's kind of what we're talking about tonight, okay? So we're going to get to tonight's real first video. Let me get everything set up. All right. Let me get tonight's real first video. So this first thing we're going to talk about, or at least the first tonight's main topic event, we're going to talk about some dating double standards. And I'm going to start off tonight with a video clip of the news talking about Cassie. We're going to talk about the Cassie conundrum. Now, I promise you, you may not see where all this connects, but I promise you, we'll all connect in the end, okay? While being three separate topics. Now, we have seen, I'm going to use this to go there yet. I'm going to play this video. I lost track what I was doing.
Developed several themes, and those themes are Cassie was in control, Cassie consented, and Cassie benefited. And you saw that.
That's all they gotta prove, man. Why did she get on that stand?
Well, Cassie is actually saying, yes, I would like to participate in the so-called freak-offs. Jurors.
What the fuck, Cassie?
One from Ventura to Combs from 2010 that says, I love you so much, it consumes my life. The defense also showing a text from March of 2017 when Ventura told Combs, quote, I love our FOs, referring to freak-offs.
The
what we both
freak-offs.
wanted. Ventura testified
What
today
the
that
fuck?
loving freak-offs were just words at that point. She has testified that at first she was open to try freak-offs, but as time went on, she felt she had no choice but to participate.
For 11 years?
If she didn't, she's
All right. Let me put this on Cassie's face. There we go. We'll do that right there. There we go. There we go. So, look, I don't have a problem with Cassie. Okay? Obviously, we have seen the news where we saw, what was some months back, right? Some time back, but basically some video came out where Cassie and Diddy was at the hotel room, and he pretty much was, man, he was treating her like she tried to steal his money. Right? I mean, it was bad. It looked bad. It was bad. It was terrible, right? I think it was like last summer where they raided Diddy's house, right? His compound. And this is not to excuse Diddy. I need y'all to understand that Diddy has to stand trial. And I'm not sitting here saying this dude guilty or innocent or whatever. But you got to be guilty if you got 1,000 bottles of baby oil. I mean, like, who? What the hell, man? That's like, yo, slippery when wet, baby. Okay. Hey, P, good to see you, man. P up in the house, y'all. I don't know if you can come up there, but so here's the thing. Cassie has been portrayed as a victim, okay? And I'm not to say that she wasn't a victim of some stuff, but her own messages, Cassie's own messages, make it seem like she wasn't a victim, like she was willing participant in this. Now, some of you all kind of espouse what you all thought, why she was there. And listen, let's be real. Cassie was there because Diddy had the money, power, and influence, and she wanted to be around it. Now, I don't know if she really liked the freak offs and everything. I don't really know if she liked everything going on. But it wasn't like she was there. Why text that stuff if it's something you don't like? You know what I'm saying? Like, was she trying to make Diddy make her feel like she was the one that, hey, I love you through doing all this so that he keep her around? Like, let's be real about this. Okay? Yo, Dave Chappelle said, ain't never used a bottle of baby oil in my life. Yeah. So here's the thing. I'm going to play this next clip, and we'll get back to talking about it. I'm going to play this next clip for y'all. I want y'all to hear what Cassie's messages are to Diddy. Just listen.
why did you do the freak offs? And her answer is, yes, at the time I wanted to make him happy. But then they start to pull out the text messages. I'm so horny. OMG, I was going to text you the same thing.
Yeah, she was.
Diddy says, I can't wait. I can't wait either. She's just trying to make him happy, though. They're talking about people recording sex acts. Cassie sends an email to Diddy, says, do you have any bullets on you? Cassie, I thought that you were just being fed the flowers, just being stuffed these flowers in you. Did you want them? He replies, I'm going to do it again. And she says, I just deleted the video off my camera. It was so dope. What video is on your camera? What are you capturing? And then we have another text message. And this one I think is really good because it shows that Cassie was really looking for a pot at the end of the rainbow, a golden pot. In order for me to be more open with the things we do in bed, I need to feel safe. I want to go deeper into it. Home, like this is my husband. And this is the only man that will ever have this aggressive side of me. When we used to freak off, it felt right. Like it literally made sense in our life together.
That's insane. That is absolutely insane. So I'm going to ask y'all a question. I'm going to start taking these comments, right? But was Cassie there for the money and the power? Was she looking for the pot at the end of the rainbow? Why did she stay through all that stuff if she was really a victim? I'm not saying Diddy didn't put that Ike Turner on her every now and then. But what I'm saying is, do we know the extent of what's going on? She could have left. Why text him that stuff? Why not text him normal stuff? Like, right? Because you can say, I'm not willing, so you'll never hear me saying I was endorsing any of this type of behavior. Why did she do that? I want to hear from y'all real quick, and I'm going to tell y'all what I'm thinking past this. I'm going to start with this one. Our boss, shout out to you. He said, here's the thing. Cassie got paid for the liquor company that Diddy sued, got paid from Diddy and whatever endorsement she got now from being the victim star. Come on, y'all. And that's the thing too, right? And I don't want to go too deep in this because that's a whole nother video. But what my brother Delta Alpha was talking about too was these plots to take down certain dudes. And when Diddy was trying to, he didn't want to just be a ghetto star with the liquor brand. He wanted to be able to sell to internationally. He wanted to be known as a top shelf brand of liquor and not just some, boozing in the club, in the ghetto, whatever, right? Like he didn't want none of that. He was trying to take it to the next level. And when that went through, you saw these things started popping up. Something happened after that deal went through, after he was like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. So he messed with somebody. He poked the wrong bear, right? So our boss, there is something there. Shout out to you, Zoomer Doomer. Great to see you here, man. I appreciate you being here tonight. Donald says that snatch will make a young dude simp. Fish catch. Donald, you ain't lying, bro. This reminds me of when Chris Hansen read the transcripts to The Predator. Man, look, say that. Yeah. See, he agreed with you, man. That's what we've been talking about. Shout out to P. Appreciate that, Preston. All right, good to see you. I don't know if you can come up here or you just can watch from the car or whatever. Let me see. Let me try something. Give me a second, gents. Let me see something real quick. Hold on, y'all. There we go. All right. Hopefully that works. All right. Catch a few of y'all comments real quick. She wanted to be the head in charge. I believe so. Yo, check this out. Look what we got here real quick. Yo, what's going on, fam?
What's up, baby?
It's actually light there. What the heck?
Hey,
Dark. Huh?
You know how that go.
That's because I started the live stream early. That's why. Okay. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
Good deal, man. What you think about this Cassie thing, bro? Why you think she stayed through that stuff, man? You know, what's your feelings on it?
I don't even know that, bro.
Well, I got look. Keep in mind. We got one more aspect on this Cassie thing that I want to show you guys, and I think this is gonna be a bigger topic than what we talk about now. I just want to get a real baseline. What you thinking?
Go ahead.
Oh, you want to go next clip?
Yeah, I saw that for the next one.
All right, we go to the next clip then. Y'all ain't ready for this then. Y'all ain't ready. Here come the next clip. So check this out. Now there was a response. So in light of everything going on with Cassie, let me set this up real quick. In light of everything going on with Cassie, Black women have now come out, gents, all right? They have now come out and they are praising Cassie's husband for being there with her, sticking around through her, talking, he a real one. So I had to do something because I didn't know who the hell Cassie's husband was, okay? So I looked it up. I said, Cassie's husband, his name is Alex Fine, okay? Let me show y'all what Alex Fine looked like, okay? Let me show y'all. Let me show you what this dude looked like. I'm gonna put it up on screen so we can all see. This is who Black women praising for being there for Cassie. I'm gonna show y'all real quick and we're gonna get to the video, right? Check it out. That's Cassie's husband. Now he had to sit there and listen to them talk about her and Diddy and these freak offs, and they are praising this dude for sticking through it. Now, if you do a little bit more search, I was like, Cassie been around since the 2000s, man. How old is this dude? And then when you go, this dude is 32 years old, right? 32, right? Now, how old is Cassie? Cassie like 38 years old, okay? So she got her a young man, okay? A young man's. Now, I want you to hold on to that. I want y'all to hold on to that information while your big bro play this video clip for y'all. Check this out.
Cassie's husband is the definition of unconditional love.
Okay. Let's keep listening.
And I love that for her.
You know how I know good men exist?
How?
Because Cassie's husband, Alex Fine, exists. Because Sierra's husband, Russell Wilson, exists.
I'm starting to see a pattern.
Y'all see the pattern?
Keep listening.
Cassie's husband, Alex,
right?
That man ain't nothing. He ain't got nothing but God pumping through his veins.
He ain't got nothing. He ain't got nothing but God. Okay? God pumping through his veins. I'm gonna continue.
Don't blame it on God.
Truly an angel.
All right, let's listen to two more.
May all my girlies find a love that resembles the love that Alex Fine has for Cassie. Like, what a beautiful demonstration of what it means to be loved fully and fearlessly. And
I'm gonna give a little bit of my take real quick.
All right. Before we listen to the brother take, we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about this. Okay? Hey, give me your thoughts. These women out here that lost their rabbit mind. They are praising. Let me find a love like Cassie has with her husband. Let me find a love. God himself has touched Cassie, okay? Love in their relationship. What you think about that?
I'm having a little sound trouble.
You want to drop out and come back?
I might have to disconnect back.
Yeah, drop out and come back.
All right.
So, gents, what do y'all think about it? What do y'all think about these women coming up in here praising Alex Fine for supporting Cassie through these hard, difficult, and arduous times? Let me stop. I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way back up. Bit better stop saying the Lord's name in vain before she gets struck by lightning. Of course, women praise and simps but reject real self-respecting men. Absolutely. Donald says back in the day, the girls would go nuts for all that cheap wines. All were just cheap and nasty, disgusting wines. He has mommy issues. That first female with the clown makeup, right? People regretting getting giddy with the Diddy. Shout out to you, bro, man. That's all. You always got it. You always got it, man. Let me catch a couple of these comments. I'm going to get your thoughts on it. Teddy B says, he's the new king of the cucks. Yep. He is. If anything, these people made their own beds, and now they have to bleed to death in them. Damn, Preston. It came with the razor blades tonight. Yes, we do. Let's keep it all entertaining until it's time to demonstrate. Absolutely. All right. I think you were echoing in some feedback earlier, so hopefully we got that straightened out. Why don't you holler at us so we can make sure the sound good and everything back?
Yo.
Sound good on my end. I don't know if they hear you, but yeah. So what you think on see the women's are saying they want to love like this before? I mean, like Cassie.
Man, look. Oh. Sometimes we gotta call a spade a spade.
We talking truth. We talking truth here. Truth.
You can't have freak offs without freaks.
Wow.
That's I
you
gotta call a spade.
If you get invited to the like, what did Dave Chappelle say? Shout out to Big Fam, because Big Fam called it. Big Fam called it earlier. Said Dave Chappelle said, "I ain't never even owned a bottle of baby oil in my life." He also had a joke. He said, everybody's like, "Oh, Dave, man, you better not get. Hopefully, they don't catch you. You was at the freak off party." He was like, "I ain't never got invited." And then Dave Chappelle said, "That's a messed up way to find out that you the ugly one."
But you know what's about the whole freak off thing? See,
what's that?
Half of Hollywood music entertainers, all these people was at these freak offs and left before 12.
Supposedly.
I'm just saying, you can't have a freak off by yourself. So where all the freaks was at?
They say you echoing pretty bad. Do you have headphones you can put in?
Nah, let me see if I can switch off. Probably on the call.
Oh, you was on the call.
Is that better?
Yeah, I mean, hey, y'all still hear the echoing? If you had it on the call speaker, that's probably why they heard echoing. Because it was feeding back to the phone.
Yeah, so what I was saying was about all that is, you know, in these whole testimony, I saw you put that up on the earlier video.
Yeah.
She ain't said not one time. No, did it? No, I don't want to do it tonight.
That's what I said earlier.
One time. You know what? I'm tired of the freak offs. I want to be just me and you. That was a hit song, wasn't it?
That was a hit song, me and you. Hey, she would even done better say, that's why I wrote the song Me and You, so I could get him away from the freaks.
I just don't understand how that testimony helped them at all. Because the charges he charged with it ain't charged being a freak. We know you're a freak.
Now I have a question to pose to you and the gents, okay? All right, here's my question. Is Cassie's husband getting praised more for being a white man, or that he's younger, or that he's putting up with her BS? What do you think?
I don't know, bro.
Okay, let me ask you another question. Let me ask y'all another question. Young Hasbre say because he a white man. Oh, damn it, I hit it. God damn it, y'all jumping all of the above because you're a white man. Young Hasbre said, and a simp. Oh, man. Jay Gunn says, turn off YouTube in the background. I don't think he got YouTube on in the background. He's just watching the browser, right? Everybody said you was, it sounded like you was fine earlier, so. All right. DeChamp, shout out to you, DeChamp. He said he's a simp and all women like simps. Absolutely. All right. And then Tajay says all of the above. So they said all of the above. Now, I got another question for y'all. I already know what the answer is, so this could be rhetorical, and we can move on to the next portion of our video. But would Cassie's husband, would he be given the same grace if he was a black man? And would most black men deal with that? Like you didn't went to court to try to support her, and you found out your girl was in the freak off. Do you think we would? Go ahead, you shaking your head.
Hell no. We got the same level of graciousness because if he was black. Look how we did Travis Hunter with his girlfriend. We tried to kill him because of his simpness.
Yeah, but we were trying to help that dude though.
Well, I mean, we tried to help him, but at the same point in time, we all pointed out that, hey, bro, you need to look at what you're doing.
Yeah, and we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to Travis Hunter here in a little bit. They want a man to go through and forgive their 304 phase. Absolutely. That's really that's the reason why they're praising them, because these women went through a 304 phase, right? And there's still a man, God damn it. And there's still somebody who's willing to wipe them up after that. And what us collectively as men are trying to say, at least us that who not trying to simp, is saying that, no, I don't want that. Why would I want somebody who got ran through? And listen, ladies, listen, I need you to understand what this point I'm about to make, okay? Matter of fact, Pete, hang tight, I'm gonna put myself up on the screen. I need y'all to understand this point. It would be one thing if a man knew, like he found out you went through a 304 phase and you became his wife, and he knew that was going to be it, right? He's just, okay, I'm going to try not to think about it. But the truth of the matter is, and this is the real truth about women having a 304 phase that y'all are failing to realize. The person that you was to have a 304 phase, you think that changes because you put a wedding ring on? You think that person just magically went away when most of y'all don't do the real work? That y'all talk about, oh, I went to therapy and healing. No, most of y'all never do the real work. Y'all never really change. Yes, you may not do things the same, but that mentality is still up there. And we see it in the divorce numbers. As soon as you are bored, as soon as that man ain't doing stuff the way you want him to, as soon as you feel like you got a better option, y'all ass is out. And there's a higher chance, statistically, a higher chance that you're going to leave or that you're going to not honor your vows if you've been ran through 304. That is the reason why men put so much on it, because of the sheer facts and statistics behind it. All right, now we back. Sorry, I had to put that shit out there. Any thoughts before I move on?
Nah,
real quick.
Killed that
Big Fam said once a 304, always a 304. And that's the point. That is the point. If anything, it's his fault for taking that deal, period. Absolutely. A simp is a simp forever, but a 304 is a 304 until they are 304 out. All right. Young Hasbre say 100%. Everywhere she go, there she is. They will always spin the block to being their old self. That right there. He put it more, they all put it more eloquently than I could have put it. You think that you can outrun your past, but you can't. Y'all can't outrun that past. Y'all end up still being a version of that person. Think about how empty of a vessel you gotta be to allow yourself to be ran through. I don't know if you all seen, real quick, I'll get to your boss. I don't know if you all seen the community post that I put out today, but there's a young lady, something, what is her name? Minnesota, Montana, I don't know, one of them damn places, right? But she is about to, during the summer, she about to go through 5,000 dudes during the summer. This is a goal that a young lady set to be ran through by 5,000 people. Now, me and my girl's an accountant, so she did the math so that we don't have to, but she said 5,000 people for the summer, the duration of the summer, would equate to 52 dudes a day. 52. I'll put you up on stage, okay? And then if you start thinking about a 24-hour period, that's a little bit over, like about 2 dudes an hour for 24 hours straight every day for the duration of summer, which means that she's going to have to take on a bunch of dudes in one day for the whole summer in order to meet this and make this happen. This is a young lady's goal. And this is the thing, the freedom that women say they want. Now, that's her prerogative. But do not get on us men when we say we don't want to be with a woman like that we don't want to deal with a woman like that shit is nasty, and that's not the kind of women we looking for, that you'd have been ran through by 5,000 dudes and think I'm supposed to wife you up and your love child later. Hell, what's going on, P? Sorry, I'm on one this evening. I'm sorry. I see that. I'm on one, son. I'm sorry. Shit. Well, look, I tell you what. We're going to go to our next section, okay? And our next section, actually, you know what I want to hear? I want to hear that dude's thoughts on Cassie, and we'll close this section out. Let's hear what his thoughts are.
From what we've seen so far, it seems like there are a lot of women who don't really care what the love of their life receives, and they only care about what they receive from the love of their life. Let's keep listening.
Thing y'all think of is, what's your husband gonna feel? That's because too much of y'all manhood is tied to y'all ego. A lot of y'all not ready to help your girl carry her baggage.
Somebody go check on Alex.
Yeah.
Somebody go check on Alex.
Right now.
I mean, to have to sit through this court case and hear all of those horrible things that your wife had to endure.
Oh.
But the worst part is listening to somebody say they urinated in your wife's mouth.
This is what happy wife, happy life culture looks like. This is what always listen to your wife looks like. This is what ignore my past and focus on my non-existent future looks like. Y'all, this is what it is. Like, too many men's egos are tied to whatever the fuck she said. What else in life, other than men dating women, because women wouldn't even do it, what else in life do you not vet the past of whatever you're going into? If it's a business relationship, if it's buying a car, if it's anything else, what else do you just totally negate the past of the person or the item or the business or the entity? What else do you negate the past of it for? In what other situation? I don't know who tricks so many women into believing that, like, their past doesn't matter, and it shouldn't matter to a man. But y'all gotta take that shit, ball it up, and throw it in the trash. If you start dating a man and you find out he used to beat on women, you find out he used to be weird with kids, you find out he used to hog tie women, because I feel like y'all not really listening to the massive majority of shit that Cassie is explaining was done voluntarily. Like, she would coordinate some of it. She would call her favorite escorts. Even after she escaped Diddy, she kept the line of communication open and reached out to him for another freak off.
Yeah.
Diddy wasn't even on her line. Like, she reached out.
She wanted to be a part of it. She didn't want to lose access to Diddy. The best way that she thought she could hold on to that dude and what he had going on was to say, hey, I want to be a part of these freak offs. And listen, let's not negate the thing that we might be all missing. She might have actually enjoyed it. She enjoyed it. Like, Look, there's a chick. Like I said, the community post got a chick who about to do 5,000 dudes in the summer. You telling me Cassie may not have liked the freak offs? Is that too far fetched to believe? Right? P, thoughts? What's your thoughts, bro?
I'm gonna say this. See. For all women that think your past don't matter. I like to ask this one question. Would you spend $15,000 on a car that had 300,000 miles on it?
Wow. 15 bands for how many? 300,000 miles on it?
Yeah. Because most women gonna look at that and be like, hell no. So why the hell y'all think us as men want to spend 15 bands on a car with 300,000 miles on it?
Yep. That's a great way. And let me add to that, because I wanted to get there. You brought it up. Also, when you go get a car, you inspect the car. You inspect the wear. You open up the hood. You look underneath the hood. You listen to the way it sounds. You listen to the way it sounds. The noises that are coming from that thing. You look for wear in places that most people wouldn't look, down by the floorboard there, right? You look at how the wires look. Are they frayed, right? You see if the car still got a little get up and go. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You make sure the car brakes work, that it know how to stop when you apply pressure to it. Do it know how to stop? Oh, I'm getting on to something. I don't know if y'all hearing me right now. I don't know if y'all are making these correlations. All right.
I show it.
Right? I want to make sure the brakes work. I want to hear how it sound. What's the sounds coming from it? Is it making loud noises? You take it, everybody can hear it making them damn sounds. Oh man, I don't think y'all hear me on this one though. I went deep on this one.
Especially from that tailpipe.
Hey man, hey. Matter of fact, hold up. I think this works now. So I'm either gonna crash the live stream right now, or we about to have a funny moment.
Yeah. We're not gonna fall for a banana in the tailpipe.
There you go. Got one more.
You're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
There you go. You gotta listen to that tailpipe. You want to make sure that tailpipe ain't too loose. Hey, you remember the No Limit tank?
Mm-hmm.
And I told you the tailpipe fell off while I was driving it. It was making sparks on the whole. If y'all don't know, the No Limit tank was my very first car. It was a 1979 Ford Thunderbird, Towel Landau, 5 different colors of paint, 5 different types of paint. The sunroof was caulked. It had metal paint, it had metallic paint, it had white paint, it had latex paint. Right? P, you remember the No Limit tank?
But it moved, though.
But it moved. That thing drove, okay? No Limit tank drove. I bought it for $200 off a crackhead.
The good old days.
The good old days. For $200, right? So let me catch this comment. Young Hasbre says, I refuse to believe that Diddy just wanted to keep smashing the same run-through chick. Nah, she likely wanted to keep coming back herself, like the text messages show. I think she was trying to keep access going. I really do. I think that he was done with her. You know what I mean? He did it, right? I'm saying not just he did it, but I'm saying like he's a rich dude, right? This dude's really rich, right? She's trying to hang on, and he like, on to the next one. Going to the junkyard to buy quality goods. Oh, man. Adam, thank you for that one. Adam says, A simp will allow a girl to put a fake banana in his tailpipe. Oh, that's why we are real just because we know what's up. Yeah, we know what's happening. All right. You have anything to say? Because the next clip is going to be crazy.
I just want to say one thing.
Oh, please.
You touched on something earlier that I wanted to comment about the Diddy and him just wanting to be a ghetto celebrity in the whole liquor thing that got him caught up.
Oh, yeah, the liquor thing. Yeah.
It seems like to me, bro, we've been here before.
We've been here multiple times. That's why I said I want to make a video one. Go ahead.
Do we not want to go to the whole Bill Cosby syndrome?
Or he was about to buy NBC or get a huge part of NBC. Michael dies after he gets a piece of Sony, right?
Exactly.
Prince is trying to get the masters for artists to own their own masters, right? There's a pattern, and this is what Big Fam talked about. Delta Alpha in the comments. He was talking about that, right? He was talking about, hey, this thing we know, right? Finish your thought, man.
So now it's the big bad black man syndrome.
Yeah.
They tried to do it to Cosby. Now I'm not saying Diddy ain't guilty or nothing, but being a freak is free, as far as I know. So all this stuff they bringing up in court makes no sense to me.
I don't even know why he's there. Like, what was his enterprise that he was running?
That's what I'm saying. Like the
there's no
RICO charge.
Right, a RICO charge. There's no law for having a freak off. I mean, not that I know of. Am I missing something? Shout out to you, Garrett.
Unless there's a limitation how much baby oil you can have.
I think he exceeded the baby oil statute of limitations.
That's what I just said.
Because I would say a bottle is a lifetime. That shit is like Murray's hair grease.
I don't even like the way that shit feel on me.
Baby oil?
Hell no.
Hey. I might have to lube up this summer to keep these muscles glistening. Just be walking around just buff and glistening.
How boy said it would just glisten off your body.
The water was glistening off of your body. Shout out to Donald. Donald became a member of the channel. Thank you so much, Donald. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much, man.
Shout out.
My members, man, thank y'all so much, man. I've already been working on a new video for you guys. So anyone check out the big Chinese marriage case recently? No, I don't know about that one. Or at least I might be thinking of something differently, but our boss says, history repeats itself. Look at Prince MJ. Like I said, I can only say so much on here, otherwise Sean will get shut down. Yeah. Well, that's why I said we're not going to talk about that too much on here because I don't want to get too off topic, but this is a whole nother subject. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I say one more thing about the husband?
Yeah.
Even though he's about as weak as they come, the man is caught in a no-win situation.
Yeah, he is.
If he leave her because she was a freak, his whole reputation is ruined. If he stay, he's married one of the biggest freaks in the industry next to Kim Kardashian. Tough spot to be in.
No. Hey, now he's in a lose-lose. He is in a lose-lose right now. Because he's gonna look bad either way. But let's go to our next clip. Check this out, right? I want y'all to hear this. This here, right? So I just need y'all to hear this clip. We'll start there and we'll get to the point I'm trying to make.
That man that came on here a months ago, who said it's gonna become a time where it becomes a gift for men to even deal with women. Like it's gonna be an honor to have a woman by your side because women are evolving so much to the point that they're not dealing with men no more. They're happy by themselves. They're happy on them low selves and they're good. And it's gonna literally be an honor, a prize to have a woman by your side. It's a prize now and an honor now, but it's gonna become so detrimental because women are not dealing with men no more. He was on to something because all this stuff that's going on right now, he was on.
Yeah. Let's ask how good that prize is right now.
Right. It's an honor. Yo, listen. They have it the wrong way. This is my opinion. I'm gonna hear from you in a second, and hear from the gents in a second. First of all, just think about how that statement is, how vain it is. This is another issue that a lot of men are having with modern women today. It's the vanity in it, right? Like y'all not even humble anymore when like who makes this statement? Like if oh my God, if dudes were going around talking like this, oh my God, women's side of the internet would blow up, right? It would just blow up, right? It's an honor and a privilege. Now, I don't know. Make sure if you're not this is for people who may not know the channel. This ain't for my gents, but if you're not a member of this channel, if you're not subscribed to this channel, subscribe because I put out a video recently, right, that talked about winter was coming, right? And I made that video kind of because of something that was going on in the news at the time and in honor of the 3rd anniversary of Kevin Samuels passing, right? So I made a video with Kevin Samuels in it. Also, you had women who are losing their jobs right now. You have women who are going through it. And it's not just women, it's men. Everybody's going through it, man. This economy is jacked. Okay, it's just jacked. We're all going through it. So hold up real quick, Pete. For this woman right here, right, to say it's an honor and a privilege for a man to have a woman nowadays is delusional. And I'm going to work on, I have a video, another video. I have a lot of folders of videos I need to work on. But one other video that I was going to work on was most black men are okay. It's not that black men don't want to have their own woman, someone that they can count on, be with, whatever. Y'all, I've polled y'all before. Y'all would like that. You just don't trust the product that's out here. And that's fine. But as far as most black dudes are just okay. Look, man, I would rather, most of y'all are saying, and I read it in the comments all the time, most of y'all are okay. You would rather have your peace than someone come in there and disturb your peace, right? What's not being said is this epidemic that's happening, right? We're not the ones that's offing ourselves, right? It's not this demographic that's doing it, right? It's this demographic that's like, yo, I can't take this no more, right? We are okay. We're going to be fine. We're going to be all right? So what do you think about what that woman said, bro?
I know that she didn't say it.
You're in the dark, son. We can hardly see you, bro.
Hold on. I'm in the car as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. If you ain't trying, if you doing a stakeout, I got you.
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't see her what her relationship status was.
We know what their relationship status is.
Exactly. So obviously, she ain't that much of a privilege or honor to be with.
You notice something? She was also praising that a dude was throwing other men under the bus. You ever notice that?
Yeah, I heard that too.
But why is it that they have a hard time holding each other accountable?
Well, that's the $1 million question.
That is the $1 million question. right?
If I can answer that, I'd have $1 million myself.
Let's catch a couple of these comments. Preston says the only honor to have is walking delusional travesty city, storing too much looming nutty. Oh my God. Also, let me catch him. Garrett, you got a few comments. Let me start from here. TSG, the guy was engaged, paperwork done. It was notarized. She said he took her, no consent. Yet everyone around said she didn't seem traumatized. She ended up burning his place. Oh, interesting. On top of that, she demanded a large monetary sum from him and her future mother-in-law, and her name put on a deed a year early. They said no. Then she went to the police. He was in prison for 3 years, and her blank turned out to be intact, nothing done. They looked at it and upheld the original verdict. Case was like wildfire across China, and men are up in arms more than ever. Oh, okay. Let me write this down. Let me go, Garrett. Let me go to your original comment, because this might be worth taking a look at to see if we're gonna do a video on it or not. Chinese marriage case. I put a star on it. I'll take a look at it later because I got to see if it's digestible into video form. All right. Our boss says, love and respect, Sean. Love the channel. I hope you know it. Nah, man, our boss, I know you in it to win it, bro. I appreciate you. Adam says, digging through the trash might be better than dating a 304. Damn. Donald says, donation promise sent via Miss Sheila Johnson. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. This is exactly why you walk away from people that poison your soul. Stay away from that ish that makes you sick and focus on the healthier you'll be, right? Tajay says, honor is crazy. The ugly girls have more confidence than the pretty ones. Ain't that some shit? Yo, that's San Antonio right there. I told my girl, I said, all right, we're going to go to San Antonio. You need to realize something in San Antonio, okay? It's what Charles Barkley said. There's some big girls up in San Antonio, okay? There's some round-the-way girls. And the round-the-way girls in San Antonio, they run the stuff. They actually got more clout than the smaller girls. Because they will beat a small girl's tail. They don't even give a shit, okay? That's what's happening in these spaces here, okay? Donald says, hoochie mama, loose booty, coochie, choochie, bang, bang. Look it up, youngins. Oh, coochie, coochie, bang, bang. All right. All right, I got another video to add to this to keep this conversation going.
You may not harass women. You may know how to take rejection. The majority of men that most women deal with do not.
Yeah. And
you are accountable for that as well.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us for Live at 11. I'm Nick Garcia. New to
Hold on. Now, I want y'all to realize what was just said. This dude right here had the nerve to come out his mouth and say, because we're responsible for all the dudes that can't take rejection. We're responsible. I'm going to play that back. And then you'll see the next person video.
You may not harass women. You may know how to take rejection.
Okay.
The majority of men that most women deal with do not.
Yeah. Really?
And you are accountable for that as well.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us for Live at 11. I'm Nick Garcia. New tonight, Action News has obtained court documents detailing domestic violence allegations against Fresno native Xavier Worthy. The Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver was arrested earlier this month in Texas, but prosecutors chose not to pursue charges after speaking with witnesses.
A new life that took a dramatic turn just 4 months ago.
Petition is granted.
It was May 24th in a downtown Los Angeles courtroom. Brian Banks was exonerated for a rape his alleged victim admitted never happened. Banks was a 16-year-old star middle linebacker with a full-ride scholarship waiting for him at USC in 2002 when he was accused of rape. He spent the next 5 years in prison and another 4 years as a registered sex offender with a tracking bracelet around his ankle. Then his alleged victim admitted it never happened.
Her real name is Rhoda Osbett. She claimed a man hit her with a brick because she wouldn't give him her number. She posted the video months ago and it went viral.
I never did anything in my life
to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no.
She ended up stacking up more than $42,000 on a GoFundMe with the story. Now it's called a total scam.
So again, P, this dude right here says we're responsible for all the men who don't know how to holler at a chick right. But why don't they ever take responsibility for these women? Why aren't we seeing more of these women speak up when these women do this kind of stuff? I never hear them speaking up about this. Matter of fact, the messages be quiet, son. Thoughts?
It's like y'all touched on earlier with the women who say they don't need a man to raise their sons. So to me, they don't speak on it because it admits to where they failed at. And women don't like to fail.
Yeah. Actually, I don't even think it's the failure. I think they fear or they're scared of the shame that they would feel. Whether it's
that's better worded. That's the same thing what I mean.
No, I know what
you're going on the same path.
I knew what you meant. That's why I was like, it's shame, man. They don't want to deal with that shame. But here's the thing, man. They'll praise it when men throw other men under the bus, or they'll praise it when men get thrown under the bus, but they won't take accountability for the women who do this kind of stuff. They're not speaking up to other women. My argument on this channel has been, just hold each other accountable. I've made several videos on this channel. I made several videos on this channel talking about how women can't trust other women. And they know why. Because women won't hold themselves accountable. Like, that's why a lot of these girls don't have real girlfriends, because they got girls in their lives who don't even hold themselves accountable. So that they always end up in shit with them. What's your thoughts?
Because it don't fit their stereotypes, see? Yeah. You know, when a woman with something it's like the deadbeat daddy syndrome. You women to say it all day. My baby daddy. But and women will ride that, and not even know what the man they talking about, or what this man through. But they'll amen that because it fits their product.
They'll just believe that he's a deadbeat without knowing the full situation or the scenario.
Because it fits what they got in their head. If something don't fit what they got in their head, it don't exist.
Absolutely. Let me I gotta check something real quick. Okay. We good. All right. Yeah. So that leads me into Travis Hunter, right? This young black man right now who potentially married another woman who may or may not be accountable, even be labeled as a gold digger. All right. We talked about this on the channel, so we don't have to stay on this one too long. But when we talked about Travis Hunter last time, he was just dating a girl.
Travis Hunter just made it to the NFL, and the first play he called, marrying a girl who once said he's not even her type. Bruh, she said that out loud, on camera. And he still married her without a prenup and gave her a brand new G-Wagon on the wedding day. Love or simp behavior? Be honest. How long before she takes half and leaves him crying in his helmet?
Nah. Did it. Look. Let me show you. I can only play this for a second because the music gonna get copyrighted, but check this out. Check that out. Man, the stills is not wrong. Oh man, the stills is not. Who's she looking up at like that? Girl, get that forehead work. What is he doing? Oh no.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Oh man. My boy.
The internet has no chill for real. That is mom.
Is that Wanda's son?
That's what I'm wondering, bro.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That's my baby.
That's my baby. He got married today. Oh my God, son. Yo, listen, we clowning right now, but I want to make this clear. I don't feel good about the Travis Hunter situation. I honestly think a lot of people who didn't want him to fail actually want him to succeed. We're like, yo, man, you got so much talent. So much talent. Just be smart, man. And that's what hurts, bro. It's like when you see a dude and you like, yo, man, look. We could all relate to not being somebody's type or something like that at some point or whatever. Bro, we just like, yo, there's gonna be more fish out in the sea. Just be smart, man.
Look. I got one thing to say, Steve.
Yeah.
I don't normally quote nothing that this little dude say.
Okay.
But Bow Wow. he had the best advice for Travis Hunter, bro.
What did he say?
He said, man.
Oh, yeah. Bow Wow did talk about it.
He said, man, I understand you think you got a beautiful girl now. He said, but you about to cash in the NFL chase, homie. And they go have 100,000 of them trying to throw it at you.
Yeah.
And when I quote that is, he really think in his mind that he has found the best thing on earth.
He did.
Until he go to another city and seen 10 more best things on earth.
I don't even think, I think it's deeper than that. I hear what you're saying, and I don't think that's wrong. I think she has built up this, because the way he talks about it and the way he, whatever around her, to me, it just gives off first love vibes, man. Like, oh, she gets me type vibe. That has nothing to do with the way a woman look. It just so happens we vibe, she allows me to be me, and she look good to me. You see what I'm saying?
You know what?
I'm saying
I'm gonna go deeper than that, see?
Go ahead.
Let's talk about our friend D for a moment. I won't put any names out there.
You know today is birthday, right?
Oh, well, happy birthday.
I texted him earlier.
But I see what you're saying. Mm-hmm. But I think it goes deeper than that.
Okay, go ahead.
Because again, when you've been quote unquote ugly or unattractive for your whole life, and then you meet that one that show you interest.
Yeah.
You don't look nowhere else.
Yeah, because you don't think that you're gonna find nothing else.
You know when he found one person that was interested, he shut the whole world out.
Yeah, because you don't think. Look, listen, and that's such a. I'm gonna say this, and I know he a young man, right? But that's such a high school way of thinking about it. That's such a that's a young man way of thinking about it, where you think like, man, I'm never gonna have this opportunity. I know, right? Because that happened to me when I was a young man, you know, and I was wrong. I was younger than he was. Well, he about 21, 22 right now?
He 22.
He 22, right? I got married at 19. Yeah. I'm telling you the mentality. You think that's it. You don't, you know what I mean? And so, but you know what? He didn't have like one or two people, yo, bro, I wouldn't do this. Right? Travis have the whole internet. Look, this is the one time. Travis Hunter's situation is one of the few times that men and women agreed. Yo, women was in the comments like, I don't know, man. I don't know about this.
And I honestly think that did more hurt than good.
Cause you think it made him double down on it?
Of course. It's me and you against the world, baby.
Oh, me and you against the world. Such a Romeo and Juliet type of statement.
A princess and the frog, however you want to look at it.
Well, Romeo and Juliet, they both died. So
yeah, and the princess and the frog. I speak no more.
Oh, it was like, man, why this woman kissing this dumbass frog? You ain't never. Oh, look at him, he's a prince. It's like, you're still holding that damn frog, girl. What?
Yeah. That's my point.
Shout out to Donald for being back. Thank you very much. I got that the kangaroo court made the conviction. That made that conviction was entirely women. Should have seen that comment. I'm going to look that one up. I got to look it up. Tajay said she bad as a... Oh, Tajay. Love you, brother. Oh, she ain't that bad, Tajay. She all right. In all seriousness, TSG, of course, these people want to talk about toxic masculinity, but when we tell them the truth about toxic femininity, it's a felony. Yeah, because toxic femininity don't exist, which means
that's just be called an independent woman.
Yeah. Like if there's no such thing as toxic femininity, then it's impossible for there to be a toxic masculinity. If we're not talking about toxic femininity, then we should not be talking about toxic masculinity more than femininity, because it don't make sense. Life is balanced. Okay? Yeah, that's King says that's the look of millions leaving him as he gets Oh snap. King, did I get that clip? I don't know. You might have came in later. King, did I get that clip from you with the people carrying the casket and the dude fall out the casket? I could have swore I got that from you, man. Garrett says, I'm pretty much convinced that these athletes' brain cells are rotten and replace dollars waiting to be burned. So many terrible choices to believe otherwise. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Dennis laughing. Yeah, man. Pete, you in the cop car? Yeah. He's shaking his head.
In the front, though.
Yeah. You the officer of the goddamn law. Life is over now. A walking monkey, self-covered and delusional-ish dip. Oh, man. Oh, hell no. We lost him. Yeah, he gone. His life has been over. It's over. Yeah. That is Wanda before the transition. And now you know why.
That was a good one.
Oh, that's a damn good one, bro. Oh, Adam, thank you for that laugh, brother. Adam, thank you for that laugh. We lost him. Oh, salute to you, brother King Homie. What's up, Preston? Reverberating voice still sound bad. We can't do nothing about that. Also, TSG, he definitely brought this on himself. Let him deal with the consequences. Modern women's look like looking through a dirty glass. Yeah. We got to start cutting our losses. When you tell people what's up once and they don't listen, let them go and stop focusing on them. Whatever happens to them is on their head. They come back fine. You know, in some situations, absolutely, I agree. But when it comes to these young dudes, man, I mean, yeah, I stopped. You notice I did that one video. We did that one live stream, P. And this is the first time you hear me talk about Travis Hunter since then, because that's exactly what my mindset was. All right? You all right?
Mm-hmm.
You all right? You up there looking out the window. Somebody breaking the law.
Not yet.
All right. Hey, I know it's getting warm out there. Girl, you breaking the law with them jeans.
We'll talk about that later.
Bop vibe, all right. Gold digger vibes, all right. God dang, how many? All right. Shout out to Paul, man. Great thing. He said, hello, chat from the UK. Shout out to my brothers from the UK who watch the channel. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Our boss says, well, clearly he's a young man, so it falls in line. Yep. If men and women agree, you know something catastrophic's up. Yo, that is crazy. Escape the fall or burn in the chaos. Absolutely. All right. We got our last two clips tonight. We're going to get up out of here. Okay? Y'all hang in there. Check this out. Now, this next section, so now y'all remember our brother Shannon Sharpe, our dearly minted brother Shannon Sharpe getting crap for talking to younger women. Well, this next clip that we about to play recently came across my timeline, and actually I should have said it like this. So again, y'all remember Shannon Sharpe, where he got crap. He's in trouble now dealing with this younger chick. Some say he should have paid her more. Some say he I don't know. He shouldn't have been talking to a young chick in the first place. I was going to leave that subject alone too. And then we had this woman come across my timeline, and she said that, she thought he's a creep. Let's check this video out.
That's a pedophile at this point. I'm sorry.
20?
Yes, and he 52. That's a pedophile. That's somebody dating your daughter.
Okay, now that's what everybody says, right? He 52, she 20. I got it, right? But just let's continue and listen.
I don't agree with that.
Break down.
I mean, it's nothing to break down.
Okay, for instance, like, what is the largest age gap that you feel like is acceptable?
Listen up.
Don't act like when you wasn't 19, you wasn't on them 30-year-old niggas. Like, look, was you?
Was I?
Yes.
Look, I had to think about it.
You know why you got to think about it? Because when, like he said, when you was young, when a lot of these modern women were young, and I remember being in high school, looking at my friends dating dudes that was grown-ass men, okay? When this is a name that shall not be named, but I don't want to put her business out there, but somebody I used to date, I was 13, she was 12, she was dating a 17-year-old. Now, we are both in junior high school. She is dating a high school senior. And this wouldn't be the first dude that was older than her she dated. Another one of my close friends. High school. The dude was in college and came to our prom. And we're not even going to talk about the girls that was 18 dating 30-year-olds back in the day. Let's not even talk about when you in the hood and then young girls dating the drug dealers that are like old-ass dudes. I'm talking about them. To us back then, it was like old heads. And they were just, you know what I mean? 30 looked old back in the day, bro. Not this beautified, not all this beautitude now, okay? Can't be as pretty as I am right now. All right, let's keep going.
Yes. If you had to think, yes.
I don't know. I talk about the dude in the book. I don't know. I don't know how old Scoop was. He was.
Nigga sound like he. Yeah. Did he have
had a
money? He
check.
pulled up. Yeah. He was
had a
30.
check.
He was 30.
Yeah, he was 30. I probably was 18.
See?
Yeah.
Now that might just be that was a 12-year difference. But what's the thing? There's no consistency with these women about how old a man is and how young the girl is, whatever, right? And then when we're the same age, you're not mature enough. I need a man who's more mature until they get into their 30s, right? And now they're ready to settle down looking for a dude their age. And now the dude their age got access to younger women finally. The women that actually gonna talk to them. Oh, it don't even make sense, y'all.
Yep.
See? 20-year-old niggas.
Yep. Probably 18 and 30.
There you go.
But 52 and 20 is crazy. No.
Nigga, 30 and 18 to me is crazy. Dating an 18-year-old in general to me is crazy.
Yeah.
18.
Or was I 19? I think I was probably 19.
Don't try to raise it up.
Nah, you had to hit 21. You can't even drink.
There you go. And that's kind of my mindset on it there, Pete. My mindset is this, like, if you over 21, it don't make no sense for you to talk to somebody that's under 21 because they can't, like, basically you putting yourself in jeopardy, especially if you do like to go out every now and then. You're going to put yourself like, you giving alcohol to a minor or putting around that stuff. Like, that's just stupid. You know what I mean? They can't experience the same things you experience, right? But anyway, let's continue.
So what is wait, look, we're going to go one step at a time. What is the age gap which is unacceptable?
50 and 20 is crazy.
Yes, that's not the question, Bella. What is the age gap?
40 and
is it a 10-year gap?
It's crazy.
Is it a 10-year gap? Is it 15 years? Is it 20? What is the age limit where you go, all right, yo?
10-year gap is crazy.
It's crazy?
Yeah.
So a 40-year-old dating a 30-year-old is crazy?
No.
That's crazy.
Okay.
You see, it's very sad. You give people these microphones and they say things to try to project onto the next person.
Yes.
Can you please make that make sense? That's all.
Yeah.
Make that make sense because it doesn't. And I learned that if sometimes you allow people, they love to do it, just yeah. You allow people to just keep talking, they'll fix it on their own. And then they'll look at themselves and say, damn.
You sound stupid.
Crazy.
You sound dumb.
Make it make sense. Please.
Anyway, let's get up here and talk about this. So I'm not saying that there isn't something to age gap relationships, but when we're talking about, again, this is just my standards, okay? Like, if you're over 21, I don't see how you talk to anybody under 21. I'm not saying I know it don't happen. And if you met, let's say she's a sophomore or a freshman and you are a junior or a senior, then at some point you're going to be over that 21 line before she does, right? That makes sense if there's some type of tie there. But I'm saying if you just go out and you meet a chick and she under 21, but you over 21, y'all ain't go to school together, y'all own families, don't know each other, y'all ain't got no ties like that. To me, that don't make no sense. Just because you putting yourself, you an officer, nobody gonna care if, they're not gonna even care if y'all families knew each other. She's 17 and you 21 and the family's okay with it. If somebody says something, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna put that dude in handcuffs. Statutory, right? Exactly, bro. So, and some of those relationships may not make sense when it's younger, but when that woman is older, do it make sense? So we say that's still that 4-year age gap. Later on, he's 17, she's 17, he's 21. Later on, when she 26 and he 30, why it makes sense then, right? You would say, oh, they're both grown-ass adults. So at some point,
that goes on the line of mental maturity. See, that's what it placed that at.
There you go. There you go. Go ahead, finish your thoughts. Though.
I was just gonna say that goes on the line of maturity because they're gonna say that 17-year-old mature enough to make the same decisions that 26-year-old can make now?
Look, it's these arguments.
I don't agree with it.
No.
I
know what you're saying. Yeah,
but that's just how it is.
To me, it's crazy. Right now, if you are a young adult, I'm not saying I'm for this, but they legislated that young adults could not smoke or drink at the age of 18. Now, you might say, hey, that's good for them because that's a young time to start smoking. That's way too young to be drinking. We might agree on that, okay? We might agree on that.
Out in New Orleans.
But hear me out. There's a reason I'm saying that. But that same person is old enough and mature enough to sign themselves to go to the military, go to war, have to deal with that stuff. And you telling me after all the stuff that we have to go through, you telling me they don't get to have a cigarette or they don't get to drink a little bit with the camaraderie with the fellas, whatever like that? You could be in harm's way. You telling me I can't have a cigarette? Calm my nerve. So we have these rules and all this stuff in society. And again, I'm not saying I'm against that, right? I don't smoke, right? And I have to kind of quit drinking right now too, right? I have quit drinking. So the maturity, it goes back to the maturity aspect. And I personally believe when it comes to men and women dynamics, I think there needs to be age gap dating with men and women. That's just me personally. Hear me out. It's just my philosophy. I think, I'm not saying you can't be with somebody your same age. I'm just saying it works out a little bit better when the man is a little bit older than the woman. This has nothing to do with controlling her. This has everything to do with the level of reverence and respect a woman will give a man given his age. Because when it's reversed, they don't have no respect for it. You thinking about something? Holla at me.
Yeah. You know, being an officer, bro. I hear what you're saying. But I haven't personally dealt with this case yet. But I've talked to many people who have.
Okay.
Where you have this 18-year-old dating this 16-year-old, but they've been dating since junior high.
Right.
And now this 18-year-old goes off to college and decides that he wants to sow his royal oats. And now this 16-year-old gets her feelings hurt.
Oh.
And then she tells her parents, and now this young man charged with statutory rape, and his whole life is over.
I'm so glad you ain't had to deal with that situation. You can't say you can't say the R word on YouTube there, bro.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you gotta use code words, grape.
Yeah,
corn.
Yeah. I won't say it again, but I just want to know you can follow me.
Yeah, I hear you. No,
and
that's a crazy case where 16 to 18, you've been dating throughout high school. So let's say she was 15 and you was 17 or 14 and 16, and you just been kind of moving through together. That's a tough one, bro. But that's kind of why,
now this young man's life is over. Because he done got all kind of credit charges now. This young lady feelings got hurt.
I'll be honest. Thank God you don't hear too many cases like that, right? Because that happens all the time, where a woman might be 16 or 17 dating an upperclassman, 15 dating an upperclassman, and then he go on to college or go on about his life, and then they usually just break up, and usually ain't nothing there. But thank God that's not a thing where women are just doing that, because then we'd have a serious problem. You know what I mean? Then it's like, at that point, you would have to change the law to be like, okay, if you dated in high school, we got it's different. It's different if there's been some record of you two been together. But we're not talking about that. point I'm trying to make is
I was only making a point because of the age gap we were talking about.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, yeah.
When does it become too relevant? You know what I mean?
Yeah. My thing is, I don't have a problem with Shannon Sharpe and whatever. Honestly, it's a little shocking to hear how much of a freak the dude is, but
look. I'm not surprised he's sponsored by the Spark people. So
yeah, Shannon Sharpe was a bottle of baby oil away from having that dinner thing off there. You know what I'm saying? But listen, there's always been age gap dating. Always, right? I'm not gonna put a judge on that. I told you my line is this, right? If you're a grown ass dude, if you over the age, if you 21 or older, you should stick with someone 21 or older. Just by that fact. Now, at some point, you say, okay, well, the cutoff for adults, the start of adulthood is 18. Then you put restrictions that people can't drink or do this until they're 21. So now, at what point? Now, I understand that Shannon Sharpe was talking to a 20-year-old. So we're not talking about that. We're just talking about at what point are we going to say an adult is an adult? Okay? And we can sit here and judge, whatever, but at what point do we say, right? Because you have a bunch of women out here right now in the streets, and they hollering, we independent, we got this, and we doing all this. And they saying this about young girls. They up here praising young girls for what they say, some of the decisions they make, but let that young girl who's over 21 be talking to an older dude. Even though they did it themselves, they didn't hold themselves to that standard, and now they gonna hold the man to that standard. But not the fact that these girls be going after older dudes sometimes. Let me give y'all an example. This is the last clip of the night. Let me give y'all another example to show why older men don't necessarily want to date women their age. This is not to say that men don't want women their age, right? Because sometimes you want to deal with a person that y'all got stuff in common that you can relate to the same times. So that makes sense. But here's one of the reasons why some men are like, I'm done with these old women. Check this out.
My boyfriend dumped me. No, like he dumped me.
Listen why, y'all.
Because
why come?
I'm hard-headed. I don't listen. So my boyfriend dumped me. He dumped me. No, I'm not playing. He really dumped me.
Now you heard that reason, right? Pete?
Yes, I did.
She hard-headed and she don't listen. She told on herself. This is why some men don't want to deal with women their age. But women will shame a man for saying, listen, my experience with older women or women my age is that they hard-headed and they don't listen. And I don't want to deal with that. So I'm looking for somebody who fits my preferences. But we live in a society today where men are shamed for that. Shamed because they don't talk to whatever women fit in a box that thinks that they supposed to talk to. Right? Like that chick in that last video, I think it was a few days ago. What did she say? Let me see. God damn it. What video was this?
Can I interrupt you for a moment?
Yeah, please do so I can find this clip.
What we did notice in that video is that every time she mentioned my boyfriend dumped me, she going to this laugh.
Yeah. Yeah, she did.
To me, that's just what a way of I guess the way of saying when you talk about toxic femininity.
Yeah.
That's her way of hiding it because she really hurt.
Okay. Yeah. Listen,
So they
play
say you gotta smile to keep from crying.
So, listen, I'm gonna just say this. We'll get up out of here. At the end of the day, the thing that I wanted to show you guys today was that there are a bunch of double standards out there, right? And all of these double standards, they all favor women. Now, I think any reasonable adult understands that certain things that we do, y'all women can't do. And certain things that y'all women can do, we cannot do. But when it comes to holding each other to a standard, right? When you're talking about things being some type of level of equality, again, some things are not going to be the same. But on the things that should be the same, especially when we're talking about relationships between adults, right? These are the type of double standards that make men don't want to deal with a lot of women. Because it's like, well, if that's your mindset, how are we going to go forward? How are we not going to end up in this situation right here? How are we not going to end up like this? In a situation where you being hard-headed, we can't even talk because you're so hard-headed. You're not making sense. How can we talk through that? Especially when a lot of women...
the fact that you're hard-headed.
Proud. Look at this. Proud. Proud.
My boyfriend dumped me. No, like he dumped me because I'm hard-headed. I don't listen. So my boyfriend dumped me. He dumped me.
He said, Tasha said 50 Shades of Grey looking at. All the time almost. Oh, a successful relationship requires two people working together. You know what? And that's kind of another one of my points. The double standards, if we start with these double standards, and there's no moving forward. There's no moving forward when some of these double standards don't, like, it's good for me, but not for thee type thing. You know what I mean? Exactly, Adam Kidd. These people expect to keep sitting at delusional kiddie table, expecting to not grow up living in fantasy's reality. Some people never mature into an adult. P got a good point, though. How many kids get jammed up like that? Of course, the media will cover that up. Let's get back to the full screen again. Paul, he says, if modern woman was a man who's already established, most have to date much older, but they should be at least around 25 or 30, not younger, unless the man is around 30. And the woman needs to be at least 21 to 23. Right. Each one of us have our, like, hey, this is where it should be at, whatever, right? But again, let's be real about something. I don't see how Shannon is dating a woman under 21 because she can't do adult stuff. So I agree with that statement. I'm just saying, though, why people care so much. Nobody says that when you see these older women dating, don't share like 70-something years old, right? Share like 74 years old and got a young boyfriend like 32 years old, don't she? Let's see.
You know what, see?
So
Maybe we looking at it wrong.
Yeah.
You said why would Shannon date a girl that can't do adult things? Maybe because you don't want to take her to do adult things. Maybe you don't want to clean her on. Or a plus one. He can still do all his adult stuff solo.
Oh, maybe so.
Because you know, if you 21, she gonna be like, why can't I go?
Well, I mean, I think that's easy to explain. I don't think that's. I mean, this dude. Look, I mean, I don't care, but let me just show y'all this real quick. Right? Whenever it's a woman in a situation of dating a younger guy, they like, you go, girl. Dude is a music executive or something like that. She's 79 years old. Right? And I think he like 39. Do the math. I think it's like a 40-year age gap or something like that.
Well, you know what I'm gonna say about that, Sean?
What's that?
They glamorize that. Let's not forget in our younger childhood, there was this movie called How Stella Got Her Groove Back.
Yep.
There ain't never been a movie
called How
Tyrone got his groove back.
Nope. No. Tyrone got his groove back, baby. Yeah, there would never be a movie How Tyrone got his groove back.
Exactly. How young would they have to portray this girl?
Damn. Oh.
Well, Stella was out there banging little what you call it all up. Little Ty Diggs.
Oh, Tay Diggs. Yeah. And Stella got her groove back. That's right. The double standard is outrageous. Ladies are never wrong, and they stand on that forever. Yep. Bro hitting anything. Walking Queen, Jezebel, Scallywag. Yo, you know what's nasty work? The word scallywag. The world is brutal. Trash always belong in the garbage. That's crazy. I seriously don't understand why these women think that we want to eat Pookie-licious leftovers when we want fresh from the oven. 50 Shades of Grey with 100 tattoos. Yeah, she look, there was red flags all over that body. All over her body. All right, Pete. Hey, it was great having you on tonight. Gents, we will be back again. Actually, my son will be in the town. Will be coming in town next week. So we will be, I'm still going to make some videos, but I'm probably not going to do live streams. So what you all can expect is instead, I might put out videos on Wednesdays. So I may not have a live stream, but I might do some TSG rewinds on the Wednesday and do my normal videos on Monday, Friday, stuff like that. Okay. So yeah, young life coming into town. I look forward to it. Me and my son gonna have a good time. P, you got any last words that you want to say to the gents or out there for today's topic?
Man, y'all just keep pushing, man. TSG, uncut, keep doing your thing. And y'all keep watching.
Sounds good. All right, gents. I will see y'all soon. I am going to be working on your next video soon. And I'm looking forward to putting this video out. I think I already seen somebody put the video out, but I don't care. I'm still going to do it. I'd already been working on it for the last couple of days. And so I look forward to having that video out to y'all soon. And until next time, live your best life.